So sitting quietly, thinking about how exciting it is to feel like I'm back here. Uh, and it does feel really exciting. So over here is Instagram. Over here is the YouTube channel that I'm looking at. I guess this is Let's Talk Tuesday. I mean, it's Tuesday and it's 7 o'clock. It's been a long time feels like a long time since I've done this. And yeah, getting back in the swing of it. As I was signing in to Instagram, there was a post that said, "Never be a prisoner of your past. It's not a life sentence." So, and that's kind of what my Let's Talk Tuesday was about, or this gathering, this live stream, about change and how it's happened and how I guess I don't really like change necessarily. If I know it's coming, especially, I feel like there's a lot of resistance. And in the last couple months, I feel like there's been a lot of permission, a lot of allowing, and this recognition about that mantra that meant so much to me that started about a year ago. So it was on my vision board from the end of the last day of 2023. Everything in my life supports me. I'm going to say that again. Everything in my life supports me. It was this, the only thing that ended up on my vision board. And it was a really great experience in how I changed with that affirmation and how much alignment I found with it and how much my vision board filled in, and then how real that statement became in my life. And now we'll just say 10 months later, everything in my life supports me. And it is so true. And it is so wonderful. And 10 months ago, I feel like I was like gritting my teeth and saying, well, like that would be really nice if everything in my life supported me, giving like the side eye to something and another side eye to something else. And it's so interesting how things happen. So I haven't done Let's Talk Tuesday. I haven't really even been emailing. I got a beautiful email from Christina, who might even be joining us at some point somewhere. And a few others. Christina was the latest one. Just recognizing that I haven't been connecting and just sort of letting things fill in and fill out. Oh, I see a comment here. That's what I'm reading right now about the vision board becomes the shopping list, but a lot on the board has come true. And it's how you interact with that vision board, and it's the feeling about it. There's like the vibration board is kind of like the next level. And I feel like if you're not aligned with it, then, there's that reality of like, well, why am I not aligned to this? How much do I really want this? Is just kind of like run of the mill. Is this what everyone else has? I feel like that's kind of how my vision boards were. I felt like I just had to put something on there. And when I put nothing but the thing that really was calling to me, I feel like this is the most passionate vision board that I've ever had. And I've been doing vision boards for, I'm going to just say 10 years, but I think it's been more than that. So my thought to share here with the live stream, I don't necessarily know I'm getting back on track or getting in the swing of things again. I know that I want YouTube to be different. I want there to be a different focus. I want there to be more focus. I know that I've made a huge list of all the things that consume my energy. That happened several months ago, 3, 4, 5 months ago. And recognizing like how they make me feel, because they don't make me feel supported. And slowly going through that list has been very interesting, because I can be very scatterbrained. If you watch any reels or anything on YouTube, I feel like I can't keep a train of thought for very long. But I feel like now that I've, committed to this, everything in my life supports me. And now, like, connecting with all of these places where I'm like, geez, my energy goes here. I do find myself complaining a lot about the website and the complicated layers of the online stuff. Seems like events, trying to organize an event is so much more complicated now. Where a year or 2 years ago, it was really could just be like fly by the seat of my pants and just like ask this place, and then it could even be as soon as next week or next month or something. And now it's just all feels way complicated, and that's fine, because then I have more awareness of do I want to be feeling this way? Do I want to be investing this energy? One of my favorite analogies, that straw in the neck, like my energy, this is like a vampire, and I'm walking around with this straw in my neck, either just like freely losing my energy or looking for somebody to like tap into my free energy that's getting tossed out there for honestly nobody's benefit. It's not my benefit. There's nobody that's benefiting. So focusing on the things that I need, let myself take priority. And that really was my whole summer, June, July, August. And even now that we're back in the back to school routine with my kids, getting involved in work, on a more regular basis. And then also just being like, I have stuff I have to take care of for me. And having the months of this summer of really like setting aside this time for family time, turned into me time, because I have teenagers and they sleep till 1 in the afternoon. So I have, what turned out to be more time than I imagined. But I was like, wow, I really enjoyed that and was super productive and got a lot of things done in my house, got a lot of things done on the backside of work. And also, because I was focused on one thing at a time, I was really in a place to find support, create a situation of really accountability for asking for accountability from like the things coming into my life or part of my life that are a struggle, and just saying like, okay, website platform, this has been a mess. I've had all kinds of issues for years and years and years, and I kind of just didn't care because people were showing up and that was fine. But like now I recognize the struggle and my hesitation to put anything on the website. And yeah, so then, it took a long time, and I'm glad I chose, to have focus on this and focus on that. And it was great. So still haven't said this. What? I don't know, maybe I did. The point of today is that the concept of just changing those things, like being aware of where is all my energy going? Why am I gritting my teeth when I have this like deep passion in my heart and this ache for something to support me, when everyone should be living a life where everything in their life supports them, and assessing where all the energy is going, and then figuring out like, well, what is my return? Why is this list 1 to 1 zillion, like these things that consume my energy. I feel like that's also something I could mention. And just, yeah, how does my effort out, how does that support me? Does it nourish me? What's the like return on investment? And it should be pretty high because I'm worth it. And if it's not, then you know that next step is, well, what are the habits? What's my routine? What's my everyday thing? Because there's something that gathers, that creates this, that welcomes that frustration in, that encourages the outcome. If we keep doing what we're doing, we're going to keep getting what we're getting. And that lesson, I feel like if there's anything out there to learn from, that is a really good self-care, wholeness healing lesson. If you keep doing what you're doing, you will keep getting what you're getting. If your investment is, you know, printing off this like pre-compiled list of stuff, then that's great. Then yeah, that resonate with that, do whatever. But recognize the engagement. How am I leaning in? How am I looking for this every day? How am I creating the same ingredients of my day to get the same outcome? And I had my wake up call 3 years ago where I was like, wow, that 10 years was a waste of my life. And I don't want to waste another moment. And then, you know, 3 years later, now I'm in such a better place. And I don't feel like I'm wasting a moment. Even if I'm in bed an extra, you know, hour even, I don't feel, there's not the guilt there. Everything in my life supports me. There are people that are cheering me on for taking a break. There's people that are recognizing my accomplishments with me. There's people that are supporting me in a struggle and helping me recognize the things that I have as tools to get through struggles. So, some of the things that have fallen away are the live streams. I feel like a lot of the events, my event planning has changed so drastically that it's, you know, it's something that's sort of fallen away because of that consuming me, and, you know, trying to do things for free, trying to do things low cost. It's just like this uphill battle with that. And maybe that's time to change, or change that, the goals of that, having things be free or low cost. Maybe it's time to amp that up a little bit, or you know, just invite in something different. I don't know. And I'm taking time to figure that out instead of rushing into the next phase, because I want to make sure that it fits into that overall theme, goal, experience, that everything in my life supports me. So with that being said, I will say there are some beautiful new parts to my practice, which I'm very excited about. And I will say here in October, coming up is Fall Festival in Candor, and I'm gonna be part of the events on Saturday the 12th in the morning. I'm gonna be doing kinesiology sample sessions, and at Phase Fitness here in Candor, and just showing people what it's like to be tested, kinesthetically tested. It's a pretty neat experience. I think that I have, even people that have had it done before, I think it's awe-inspiring the way that our body resonates with integrity, and how there's dissonance or disconnect with the lack of integrity. And I think it's really eye-opening. It's an awakening experience when people can recognize the lack of integrity that's coming out of my mouth right now, when people say their name and they lose strength, lose integrity in their muscles, it's always my hope that they will wake up to like the lack of integrity, possibly in, you know, a bigger picture. Like, are they living a lie every day? That's going to take a toll on the mind, body, and the spirit. Low integrity with the food that they're eating, low integrity with, you know, how they engage with other people. It takes its toll. So we're not going to get that deep into in the little event. It's just from 10 till noon on the 12th in Candor at Face Fitness. Barb and Ron Fay are hosting a table, like a little an event, and I'm going to have a table there. And we're going to do that, have some fun with it. So if you want to come and say hi and bring some supplements, I think that's always interesting, to muscle test on how often to take them, whether they're beneficial for you or not. That's always fun as well. So, excuse me, my energy is shifting. I'm yawning here. Let's see. And then other things. Oh, the 2 new pieces of my practice. The cranial bone alignment. What do I want to call it? I don't know what. Like cranial alignment therapy. Takes the concepts of Reiki, kinesiology, the body code, all these things that I'm certified in. And we focus attention on aligning those bones that make up the head, the neck, the soft tissue that's there. We have a lot of glands in the brain that, you know, our whole reality, perception, you know, that's all comes from what's in here under my hands right now, that brain, and what our awareness is, what our intentions are, what emotions are flowing through our system. Those are hormones, molecules of emotion. All of those are affected by a pain cycle or, you know, some misalignment that is putting pressure on any sort of tissue, especially those glands. It's very important to have the support and the movement, that the support they need and the movement that they require for them to function and for them to communicate with other areas of our body. So that is information about that is on the website. That is alignwithsarah.com. And oh, here I go again. That's good stuff. That yawn is a good stuff. I'm here talking about shifting energy, and during an energy session, that yawning is an indication of the shifting. So, and then also the lymphatic drainage. Oh my gosh, the effects that the lymphatic drainage has had on me during my training and incorporating that in my regular routine has been outstanding, overwhelming in a good way. I deal with very dense tissue of my body, and it's really helped create a lot of comfort and soften that tissue. It's helped me with my digestion. It's helped me with a lot of bruising, which is really interesting. In my firewood season, I get covered in bruises, and doing that lymphatic drainage regularly, I mean, I still have the bruises and there's still some ouchy spots, but it really clears that. Helping clients with dizziness, the vertigo deal, the fatigue, helping to clear that stagnation. What else do we have? And, you know, straight up lymphatic drainage of lymphedema in a limb. Some outstanding results with that. And just recently, I haven't worked with this client yet, but I have somebody that we're going to be incorporating kind of both of those techniques, which there's a huge blend in techniques with me during sessions. But we're going to blend that the cranial alignment therapy with the lymphatic drainage for help with insomnia. There's some severe insomnia going on, and I'm looking forward to helping ease that symptom. So, yep, those are the two new pieces. I'm still available online booking for the spa. If you have a physical therapy referral for any sort of hands-on therapy, I'd love to talk to you about that, and we can get you on the schedule a little bit easier. And also events, doing my regular workshops with the private clients, the companies that I've been engaged with. That's so wonderful. I'm always looking for other places to speak and offer my thoughts, my perceptions. One thing I speak very regularly about is that the passion I have about making those micro changes, micro commitments, and how the shift that happens from them is almost always incredibly substantial. It's a great motivation piece for committing to 1 minute, 5 minutes of some kind of self-care, because at the end of the day, it's all about showing up, and that's the hardest part is the showing up. So that was just a lot of rambling and just saying hello and getting, like I said, not even back in the swing of things, but just showing up for today and seeing if anybody shows up too. This wasn't a regular scheduled thing as it used to be, but again, I just thought I would show up and smile and start talking and share a few little words that I put together and some thoughts. And I guess that's it. So I will talk to you again soon, possibly, and take good care. Bye now.